So I appreciate the walls are incredibly strong. 58 population it's huge. And realistically, I'm not going to be able to damage them until I've got all the way to gunpowder and I've kind of gone through that aspect of it. Maybe I could have more success with Nippur and Iridu. So I need to get my musketmen up. How am I going to do that? Well, there are a bunch of campuses everywhere. I need to really, really focus now on pillaging my way through. I've got raid going, I've got serfdom, colonialization, and urban planning aren't really things that I should really be worried about at the moment. So maybe I'll choose out of those in a little bit. But yeah, these are all things that I need to think about now. Switching to oligarchy does help though. That is useful. Simply put, Republican Legacy comes back in with raid. I'm getting rid of the Settlers card. We've got serfdom coming in here. Holy Site adjacency bonuses. Now it feels weird to be picking this one up, but I need to get my faith up to about 1,000 as quickly as I can because I want to be getting my heroes back. Specifically Beowulf is amazing. So yeah, definitely I need to think about getting him involved. I think Theocracy might be quite fun for me as well. I like the effect of being able to have a 15% discount purchase on Faith. That helps me to get the heroes going. And also Wars of Religion is a really useful one for me as well. So let's stick towards the bottom here. Build 2 temples. Well, I think I can't remember if I'm fixing the Holy Site here. How many buildings were actually in this? No, the Holy Site itself was fine. So I do need to build some temples. Maybe I could do that with some gold. Feels like a bit of a stretch. Getting Faith will be easy though when I can continue to pillage. Pillage, pillage, pillage. We're going to be having a total pillage economy going on here. If I can't get into the cities, it doesn't matter. I'm going to be stealing everything from outside them. Now, Gilgamesh just picked up a hero, specifically Moi. That is annoying because he's one of the ones I was keeping an eye on. But we can't be greedy and we can't claim every single hero in a game, although we can pretend to. So, as I said, I'm pillaging really nicely. If we can get the kill on that hero, that would be incredibly entertaining. But pillaging is the priority for now, because as I say, if we can get Beowulf back in, oh, marvellous. I'm going to treat myself, though, to a shrine and then also a temple, because they're really cheap, and also because the meeting house is giving me more production, and I can only build it with 35 faith because it's a radius building. It's worth it. Just for that gold influx, tons more faith per turn, and I'm well on my way to 1,000 per turn now. Huh. So he just literally threw his hero into my swordsman. Sure. I mean, I'll take that, but that feels like a bad move from him. Also, his knight has actually just managed to flee his city, so should we just trap the knight in a little bit here? I don't think we'll be able to... I don't know if we'll be able to kill it, actually. It's worth a try. Oh yeah, we did it. Look at that. Haha! That was easy. So in the space of about 3 turns, I've managed to pillage 3 technologies worth of science from Gilgamesh. That is a fantastic result for me, and now we are well up to gunpowder. And I think owning 2 crossbowmen, that sounds like a fun thing, because then I can go to metal casting. So actually, let's just get the machinery tech. Build ancient walls in 2 turns. I think I had ancient walls coming along. Okay, not quite. Not quite. Do I want to wait for the boost there? No, quite frankly, I can't be bothered. This swordsman could go and kill... I mean, I do need him back in my land now so I can upgrade him with Niter. So now that you're there, Himiko, just move across. Now you can attack, get rid of that archer. I didn't want that archer pillaging my stuff. That would have been deeply rude. Otherwise, you know what this time. It's still pillaging. Everyone is still pillaging at this point. It's lovely. With a bit of pillaging here, like so, yes. Now, how unstable is Akkad? I mean, the problem is I don't trust Saladin to steal it from me, or not to steal it from me. Otherwise, I could just levy all of these units. I mean, that's a lot of units to levy. It's almost worth the risk. If I had Armani, I would totally do it. How many tiles? I mean, I don't know if my trade route is almost done yet. If I can just get 1 more envoy, I would be so more secure about doing that, but I just don't feel like I am. I am going to pick up 3 archers, though. It is a little bit of gold, but at the moment I'm pillaging all of this with great speed. That boosts machinery, and I can upgrade some of them to crossbowmen in a little bit. I mean, as I say, the pillaging economy I've got going at the moment is just, oh, delightful. Really delightful. So now that I've got machinery, here we go, metal casting. Bombards just, as a concept, excite me a lot. They really, really do. They shouldn't excite me, but I can't, I mean, I have to confess, it just makes my heart flutter, really. There is, however, the musket. Used all my niter to do that, but looking pretty powerful. 55 strength. Already that's much better against the city. I like the idea of culture bombs on districts, but I also like melee units having a lot more combat strength. So I'll put 2 votes into this one. Normally melee does get put through. Ranged might get put through in this game. No, melee did. Perfect. So, look at that 75 strength musketman. We've got the strength of the CAD backing us up here. That is wonderful. So, I believe we may as well just make our dent on Uruk's city walls as quickly as we can. Look at that though. Gilgamesh is actually going for a full peace, surrendering all their cities. Now this is the ultimate, this is the best agreement. This is brilliant because if I just show you this, I need to make sure that nobody wins any conditions at all. So by neutering Gilgamesh, I keep them in the game. I don't take diplomatic favour penalty because I haven't got their capital. And I surround it so that they can't really expand anywhere because I can close my borders to them and stop them from sort of getting out at all. I can always go back to war with them. But I don't want to have their capital just yet. I need to be able to trade with people. I think keeping him in the game, an ultimate run, it just keeps me diplomatically in the game, and it means I can sort of go after either Arabia, who would be my next target, or Brazil. Germany are over here. Like we've got options. Like Sumeria was so far ahead technologically. I'm on 23 techs, 30 for Germany, 29 for Sumeria, so we're catching up now. I think if I can take the cities without bloodshed, it makes just so much of a better result for me. So there we go, there's the deal. In fact, I will, oh no, they're not even going to give me iron. They don't want to give me any of that stuff. Fine. But look, they're surrendering to me. And you can tell that this deal is genuine because they weren't giving me cities before. And when I've been at war with people like Brazil, unless they're scared of you, they won't capitulate. These guys are surrendering. Basically, I'm leaving the capital alone in exchange for the fact that I get to keep all the rest of their cities. And even better, they're all loyal. Fortunately, though, I think I kind of have destroyed everything. Like, everything is on fire. Everything is dead. We need to, we need to think about fixing all of this. In fact, actually, there's no real grievances against me either. They just don't like me. So that's fine, I can take that. Let's pick up this city-state. Suzerain with that means that I get culture every time I finish a building. I should be doing a lot of that. Oh, Hercules has already been claimed by Germany. That is a little bit boring for me. We don't like that. But we need to get back to the prime job in hand now. Hungry Town is hungry. It's got housing, it's got amenities, but it needs to continue growing. I've got builders on the way. And these stepwells have been good. Like, they've been really good. But they're not brilliant. They get housing, they don't get food. So I need to start making food triangles for myself now. Lots and lots of farmyards. I'm going to keep Akkad for now, although I will destroy it at some point whilst Hungry Town grows. It's not a bad situation because I want to continue destroying people. How many turns have I got left on my alliance? 10 turns. By that time, I should have been able to use Himiko to take over Akkad and claim the army. Do the same with Kamasi, and then we can march on them. They don't have walls. I should be able to declare territorial war fairly soon, actually. Although, actually, I don't even think I've got 2 cities within 10 tiles. No, so we're going to have to do like a boring old war on this one. I need to build a navy as well. Navies are really important. I need to start settling. So lots of things to consider. The twins, already claimed by unknown. How boring. Everyone's already been claimed. Honestly. Trade routes. I really need to start actually focusing on because that's what I'm missing here. That's why we're not getting as much food as I could. All about getting trade routes. My science is building though. Look, the campuses I've stolen are all being built up now and fully fitted out. Oh, I'm starting to catch back up with the pack. I think that's safe enough. 7 for 4. Yes. Whoa! Look at that army. That's pretty impressive. Look at these little farm triangles appearing now. Those are brilliant. I don't think that is a good aqueduct place thinking about it now. I think I'd rather stick an aqueduct on this tile over there. So maybe I'll go and chop that forest down. Yeah, production's not going to be the main thing my capital is known for. It's literally just population size. And we've got 10 turn growth at the moment. That's not great. It's really not that great. I need more food. Food. Border growth is still good though. So that's pretty nice. Now I was just thinking about buying Beowulf because he's got 60 melee strength and there's only 5 turns left of my military alliance left with Arabia, but we've got 3 turns until the next era. So I'm just going to hold off conveniently, just for a second. Meanwhile, convenient purchasing of lighthouses in Calcutta. Lovely, look at that. I keep forgetting that just by building buildings, we're getting guilds and things like that in. That's pretty cool. Gilded vaults. Oh yeah, these are things I need to build as well, aren't they? Oh yes. Alright, let's do that. Let's get gilded vaults in quickly. Switching over to conscription as well, because it gives me 17 gold per turn, and also getting colonialization back as well. I need trade routes, and I need them quickly. Quickly. Here we go, conveniently as well, just as Arabia have got their first pike and shot, I've also got mine. So we've got pike and shots that we can bring to the front lines and generally just be a real pain with. I think Kamasi, I've now got 5 envoys with them compared to 3. So again, levying their army. That seems like a good deal for me. Starting to finally pick up some trade routes now. Look at that, lovely 5 food, 1 production route into Kish. Oh yeah, Hungry Town. Now we're beginning to grow. So it's turn 125, but we need to really get a move on in my capital because population 12, so far, so terrible. Not the best. Anyway, aqueducts. Let's get an aqueduct in. Let's get the housing going. Conveniently, Kamasi's actually in the process of upgrading all of its swordsmen to muskets. So I'm actually just going to wait a second and let them finish that. So I'm in a golden age. Arabia is in a normal age. Oh yes, that is wonderful. Wonderful indeed. Okay, monumentality, being able to use faith to buy settlers, that is wonderful. We can start to get some cities out with that. I mean, Hic Sunk Draconis is amazing ability, but whilst I've got Magnus in place and he can start spitting settlers, that's wonderful. And don't forget now that Beowulf is on 72 strength. So he is an absolute juggernaut at attacking cities. Otherwise, naval attacks are quite important, but education I do need to get universities because I've got a lot of campuses. There's a lot of buildings to upgrade. How long for military alliance? 2 turns. 2 turns. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh look, yeah, Kamasi really are upgrading everything, so we're just going to spend 1 more charge. We're going to have a ton of muskets that they're just going to have made for us. I love it. Kamasi literally just deleted loads of its musketmen. It had like 4 of them last turn. I mean, that feels harsh. Alright, well we might have timed that a little bit badly, but I'm not going to go back and undo that. But that's mean. Oh, how harsh. Brazil are literally just funding me through everything at the moment. Such good deals with them. Oh, Pedro. Pedro, you absolutely brilliant person, you. And we go, look, yeah, you are right to worry. I am going to war with you. They literally, it's like, the alliance is over, yet they are here on my doorstep. And I'm thinking, yes, I am. Now, theocracy, I might actually end up keeping it just for a second because I am getting... So, oligarchy, I'm going to keep that because my +4 combat strength bonus. It's quite nice, really. I quite like the idea of it, although I do need military policy slots. I can get rid of Republican Legacy quickly, but I need to be able to upgrade my units. Get rid of conscription. Actually, I might be able to do it without getting rid of that. Republican Legacy is really good. But if I now jump into being able to upgrade with less niter, whereabouts is that? There we go, retinues. It's pretty good. I think having muskets has got to be more important than the +4. But no, for now, I quite like that as an idea. So let's just switch over to that quickly. Okay, so now we can upgrade our units on the cheap. We've got crossbows coming in. Damascus can start to take some crossbow damage, which, you know, is not going to do too much to it. But I've got units ahoy in this area. Like, I've got so many units going on, and if I can steal Damascus, then I shall have enough niter to upgrade a lot of my army very quickly. In fact, actually, if I land my units across, I can start to do this quite well. I've got muskets in the rear that are coming through, so that's quite nice. It's all about how many cities can I capture before Arabia actually stick walls up. Oh, and I didn't mention at the time, but I picked up Machu Picchu, which I'm just... It's, oh, fantastic, because the commercial hubs that I can put down, oh yes. Now, I am treating Hungry Town to a couple of districts, because I do need the trade routes, but you can see I have this very intricate web of parks, national parks out, to make sure that I don't sort of buy anything that I really shouldn't, but I think it's doing okay for now. Also, I've just realised I've got a ton of settlers, and Arabia has a crossbow right next to me, so... may have to deal with this one. I think the best thing to do is just to have everybody run away. Run away! Run away! There you go, look, 4 settlers. I'm going to have 4 lovely new cities. This will be lovely. So Arabia will have a big army. It's just about figuring out where their army is going to appear and how strong it's going to be. As I say, I've seen at least 1 pike and shot. I know that they don't have any city-state allies because, well, primarily I stole them all, which is great. But we just need to keep an eye out for that. Gilgamesh's his science is going up. Actually, it's because he's repairing all his stuff. Well, if anything, oh, he's got cavalry. That's pretty impressive. If anything, we can just wait for him to get a little bit fat and we can run in and go pillage, 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 and just get like loads of gold and science. So keeping him in the game may actually turn out to be really, really good idea. In we come with all my units though. Himiko is giving me a pretty decent combat bonus, which is very nice indeed, but swordsmen can do some damage, so I'm just going to keep attacking Damascus. We're going to take it because, as I say, actually the best thing I can do here is upgrade all of my units. 1 attack and 2 attacks, and then this knight unit will come through, and Damascus is mine. Okay, the only really governor I can sort of put across is Magnus, so we'll do that for now, but now I need to have a look at all the units I've got in this area and think, who do I want to upgrade to muskets, because I can afford 2 or 3 of them. In fact, actually, I'm just going to advance these units forward. I want to get the surround on the city as quick as I can. In fact, actually, this musket, you go to there and I can land. That'll be great. That means I can get 1 upgrade followed by 2. Yeah, if I just do 2. There you go, look at that. Done. That is a really good result for me. Oh, Arabia do have boats. Okay, I'm actually more like... I'm just sort of relieved that they've got boats. I was really worried they wouldn't have them. I mean, why I was worried is a good question, but like I was worried that they weren't going to put up like any fight at all. Oh, and Brazil's got another religion as well. Don't forget, we need 1 person of every religion in my capital. I've got Judaism, I've got Islam, that's all great, but if I can pick up Catholicism, that's another immunity and another set of skills, which is a warrior monks. All right, that's boring. Feed the world, I know that's what I want. No, we don't want a military emergency, but people will undoubtedly sign up to it. Okay, Brazil did. That is annoying because I have most of my gold per turn coming from Brazil, but never mind. It's okay, right. Let's just fight off a little bit. Now, they have field cannons. Field cannons are powerful, but I have muskets, and my muskets are backed by the power of Himiko, who is just giving me super strength. Look at this, I can just go bam, and the city is mine. Oh, Brazil have just left a settler in the middle of the sea for me after declaring war. Oops, that was a silly move. Time to get theocracy though. I need all the policy cards and everything that comes with it. Okay, colonialization is not very useful for me, but getting extra faith per turn is, so we'll get scripture going. That's lovely. Natural philosophy will keep me nice and tech relevant. Vissel banking will help me get the trade routes to my capital, which I really desperately need. Republican legacy is just brilliant. Retinues is helping me build more muskets, which I need at the moment, and conscription will stop me from absolutely dying. Although wars of religion, I'm just going to hang on that one just for a second because I need to double check wars of religion would actually work. Do I count as following a religion? Yes, I follow Islam as well as Arabia. So it'll work against Pedro, but it won't work against Arabia. So we'll keep that in mind, actually. Okay, right, let's just make a nuisance of ourselves while we can. I'll move the settler out and go and settle something with them. Actually, Brazil is the tech leader. That's exciting. They've on 220 science per turn, so I need to pillage to catch up with them, I think. I was wondering what would be the biggest priority for me, and I think pillaging is going to be that priority. I haven't got the pillaging card on at the moment, which is a little bit of a problem, but that's okay. I will live with that for a second. Beowulf, can you move away? No, you can't move away this turn, so I might just get you to kill the city for me. Lovely. Are you really going to rebel in 4 turns? That seems excessive. That seems excessive to me, but sure. Alright, this is where Beowulf gets very useful because I can use him to start killing battle or field cannons like that. Because those field cannons are tough, and I do not like them at all. I think raid. Raid is very, very useful for me right now. Conscription is good, but it's not going to get me as much as raid. Like a single raid is just worth way more than the 20 gold per turn that this brings in. So we'll just get 159 faith. Done. Thank you very much. What about this? 159 science? Boom. Yep, that's 2 turns worth of science for me there. So let's have a think about what I want to do with this. The next useful unit for me would either be infantry or AT crews with Akkad or flight. So I think going up the naval tree and going towards cartography and then square rigging I think is going to be fantastic for me. So that's what I'll do with these guys. I'm also picking up Lisbon because then I can start to send all of my trade routes onto the ocean and nobody can pillage them. I'm also now settling. I've got a sprawling empire and I can start to look to put nice useful things like lots of harbours down, although as I say, I like to have the 3 builder whenever you settle a city, so I'm going to just be getting builders, and these cities are going to take a little bit to hit. I like the ability to have the 3 settler. That is really, really nice, but it's not going to be for me. I've just realised that was a really bad move. I may lose a settler. I've got to send a little bit of army up here actually in order to try and make sure I don't lose all these units. Mali is a very rich man. Look at that, 199 science, 145 culture per turn. God, the Deity AI is having an absolute field day this game. They're doing brilliantly. Saying that though, look at all the pillaging, it's all so good. Let's go for mass production, yeah. That sounds like a fun idea. And look at this, when you have Beowulf with 86 attack strength, you've also got the idea of having Akkad, which destroys the walls, and also a siege tower, which ignores the walls. You get this crazy double effect where you can just go plonk like that and the city's suddenly like half dead. So because they've got field cannon siege defenses, yeah, they can knock out a crossbow in 1 turn. So every time I move a crossbow into their land, it dies immediately. So that's no fun. I've decided that that is of 0 fun. Let's instead move you to here, and then we'll give you the tortoise ability. Lovely. I'm just moving all my units here. Again, I'm going to try and do that thing where I kind of leave their capital alone and just take all the other cities. I think that'll give me everything I need without me getting too greedy and just sort of ruining everything else. I'm just trying to see if there's anything left to pillage. Yeah, Mecca. I mean, Mecca will take a lot of damage. Beowulf could almost finish it off themselves. Do I pillage? Get the gold? Of course I do. Ah, and look at these routes to city-states. They're starting to appear now. Lovely. Hungry town. Grow. Grow. I'll wait as long as I can, really. 1 turn and then I lose this city, and I really don't want that to happen. So Mecca has got to fall this turn. If I can avoid using Beowulf, that would be great, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. I'm just thinking in terms of using him to kill other stuff, but nope, for now this is fine. We're just going to do that. I'm going to pillage and move forward slightly. We'll start to surround that city. We'll get Beowulf to take Mecca. Done. Okay, keep the city. Good. Rebellion in 10 turns. Okay, right, now Jeddah should be fine. Demeter. Okay, great. This is lovely. All of the cities are now beginning to be super, super happy to be part of my delightfully epic empire. Cartography. That means I can now finally start moving around the ocean map. Oh, that's awesome. That's really, 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 really good. Okay, Beowulf. Beowulf's doing good, but I need to keep him alive and happy. I'm still pillaging. Everybody is still happily just contributing to my empire. You can see now Aleppo is surrounded, also with the siege tower next to it as well. And now we're starting to do some damage. Well, this is a fantastic time to get Invicta as well. Let's get Invicta. Okay, we can start really, really consolidating now. Look, see, Arabia don't want to, they wouldn't surrender. They absolutely wouldn't do it. And actually, they want loads of gold from me. So, look, this is what makes me think. A lot of people say, oh, it's a bug. It's a bug, you know, people surrendering all their cities. I think they have tweaked it and patched it a lot. And I genuinely believe now it is, you can only pull it off if the AI genuinely believes they're going to lose. Like, they're not just going to throw in the towel randomly. Like, I've done a lot of battling now. It is a good thing. Like, if the AI knows it's going to lose, it will capitulate and cede everything. But that's what happens in real life. You know, that's what happens with big world wars. If you know you're going to lose, you don't keep fighting forever and ever and ever. Every big country eventually capitulates, and there's a huge peace deal, and the world gets carved up, and it's all horrendous. And I keep losing knights, but they're city-state troops, so we're just going to gloss that over quickly whilst I continue to conquer. One more city to capture. This time Aleppo. Not going to quite do it this turn, but we should get that pretty soon. I'd also saved up a lot of faith. I'm just going to get Imhotep, because I should with a sort of well-reasoned and well-placed city. I'm still building harbours in a lot of my city locations, but I should be able to build the mausoleum somewhere eventually. It may take a little while to figure out where, because my harbour placement has been fairly atrocious this game, like really atrocious, but if I can get the mausoleum, that would be amazing. Look at these green and yellow interlopers. Brazil have got pike and shots on the way. Brazil are finally wading into the battle. That means we've got to consider like just our battle strategy a little bit, because they've got intel on opponents' movements, which is a big deal. That is a big deal. That's a 3-point swing in their direction. So I was thinking about what I was doing in the capital, and yeah, builders are really useful, but I've kind of built everything I'm gonna in this area for a little while, and it's going to be trade routes that are going to be getting me the amount of stuff that I need. So actually, you know what, a trader is a good idea. Let's just quickly get myself that guy in. But a spy is going to be really important, so I can get some military ability with Brazil. We're about to get square rigging, which is fantastic, but I will then just get printing after that point. That'll get me, so that's 2 swings of 3 points effectively, 3 and 3. The other thing I need to keep an eye on is actually now switching to Wars of Religion, because that will give me a little bit of extra combat strength, so I'll switch that for retinues. That's a wonderful choice as well. The other thing I was thinking about my capital was, and I've got to be very careful about this, because look at that, it's a lovely +6 industrial zone because of all the mountains. Oh, no Ryan, no, resist yourself, resist. We need to just think about like all of the national parks that I want to build. So once I put those national parks down here, I know it's getting ridiculous. There are too many pins. I totally get that. This space is genuinely 3. So I actually am tempted to get myself theatre square going on that tile there, that +3. That would be nice for me, purely because the more culture my capital's got, the faster it's going to be spreading its culture around. I mean, look, I've got a crazy amount of culture in this city. It's 58 culture per turn at the moment, which is just, it's wonderful. But it needs to be more. It needs to be more. Gilded Wall. Oh, actually, that's not bad either. Oh, where was my commercial hub? Okay, yeah, 3. So I think that would give me another 3 culture potential. That's, the Gilded Vault is tempting, but yeah, the theatre square is something I really need to think about popping down now. I like that as a concept generally. Oh, so do I want to leave that tile open? I probably do. So let's stick it on this tile. It's a +3. It's not the best in the world, but quite frankly, it will do. It will do. And actually, I'm going to just do it first before the spy. So with all those things in mind, let's just quickly take Aleppo. Delightful. Now, that should really help the loyalty in all my cities. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, that city was pretty close to being taken. Hattin needs to be taken now. Cairo is just incredibly tough, and we dislike that fully. I don't want to lose all my units if I can, but this pike and shock, that's trouble. He is trouble. Beowulf, do your thing. Field cannon's dead. Lovely. And now the city walls are gone as well. Oh, he's so strong and wonderful and glorious, and I love him. Starting to settle loads of cities now, which is good. Again, this is just setting myself up for the longer run. The more cities I have, the more potential trade routes I'm going to be able to start shoving into Hungry Town. Oh my god, I'm looking forward to getting national parks in. Oh my goodness. Where is that? Conservation. We're a long way from conservation. We're a long way from Kansas now. Oh, Nubia. Hello, Nubia. You were not going to like me. Everyone's on like such good science this game. I am behind. Oh, I'm actually starting to catch up now. My plundering ways are getting me there. And I'm only 5 techs behind the winner now. I was 13 techs at 1 behind. So I will take that as a win for me. It is indeed Wars of Religion time. Right. In you get. Republican Legacy is giving me a lot of amenities, so that is something I need to definitely keep for the longer period of time. 4 engineer points per turn, and then 2 engineer points per turn for every luxury. I mean, these are the sort of things I need to keep an eye on. Oh, when we get more wildcard policy slots, goodness me, we're going to get very, very into that. There we go. Now that we've got Wars of Religion going, we've got a lot more strength against these Brazilian troops. 84 strength musketmen onto the pike and shot. Yeah, that's pretty good, isn't it? We can't complain about all of that. There's nothing wrong with me actually beelining this now, is there? To conservation, so I can get all these naturalists down. Yeah, well, let's try that. So we'll go for mercantilism, and we'll see if we can head in that direction. I'm settling here, not on the coast, purely so that I can build a nice canal. I really have a thing for canals at the moment. Considering I set disaster level to 0, there's a lot of stuff still going off. I think it basically just means that all these eruptions and storms and things, they still give the tile yields, but they don't do any of the damage. So actually, it could be a really fun way of playing the game. Just like, give me all the benefits and none of the risks or issues with it. Thank you. Lovely. There we go. Beowulf. He needed a bit of health. Lovely. Only 14 lifespan though. He'll be gone before you know it. Right. Okay, Brazil's territory actually begins here, which is lovely. You can see also Auckland has been taken over. So I feel like this war is justified. We're going to go liberate things. We're going to be a lovely liberating force in this world. We are absolutely not a massive barbarian horde with one purpose, and that is to feed my capital. No. We would never do something like that. Not at all. Ottomans as well. Oh, they're not doing as well. Only 90 science? Bah! Get out of my face. You have no right to be in the same game as me, fool. I can also start to pick up luxuries, which is quite a good thing. I think I can probably trade 1 for 2 for 1. I feel like that's not a very good deal. Oh well. Anyway, more luxuries. Luxuries will just get shoved straight into the open maw of Hungry Town. Look at that. Judaism and Islam are both fairly impressively spread into my capital by this point, which is lovely. Like, literally, right, hang on. I'm not even going anywhere near you. What are you talking about, Nubia? I have 1 galley and 1 warrior. 2 galleys. Oh, I'm so sorry. 2 galleys. Oh, I lied. Oh, I mean, honestly, like, what is with you? What is wrong with you? Arabia are still very much resisting peace. I have a lot of respect for them doing that. They're just like, nope, no, we're in this for life now. And I'm thinking, you know what? I kind of half believe them. It's the worrying thing. There's Hattin. I believe that means that all of these cities are now loyal. Oh no, Homs is still unbelievably disloyal. Oh, and I lost Jeddah. When did that happen? Oh, I've got to go liberate it. How dull. Never mind. Right, come on. Through you go. Beowulf, I need you to be a 1 liberation man army, please. Thank you. How is this city not... Come on. Right, Victor, go and sort this city out. I own this entire continent. Let me have my victory. Well, Congress time again. I like the idea that we're going to be trading with a city-state that I'm trading with. There's more culture city-states than anything else. So, let's suggest that we do that. Cultural city-state, lovely. And trade routes sent to me. I kind of like the idea of people sending trade routes to me, I won't lie. We'll try and do that. I mean, diplomatic points, a bit of an issue at the moment. Pedro, cultural, so we won one point. We've got to keep an eye on this. I won 3 points though. We're a long way from anyone being able to pull off a diplomatic victory, but it's something we should keep an eye on. Oh, just a straight Beowulf for hero twins. I mean, sure. I'm going to reject that deal because I'm suspicious of it. Why would you want that deal, eh? At any rate, we've got many more options for traders coming into my capital now, so we need to just keep on feeding it. Nom nom nom. Of course I can use faith. I've got Jesuit education in all my cities. Okay, well that is useful because I had some cities that need to build universities that were taking their sweet time over it. That's almost done. Let me see if I can find one. Right, nothing like that at the moment, but I can get amphitheatres plus 5 culture in my capital. That will really help it to eat up these tiles. Yeah. Let's do that and watch colonialism as well because I have the city-state that gives me culture when I finish buildings. Bump. That is nice. I've got to make sure I don't spill over too much. Let's get the art museum as well in. Bump. Like that. I'm just going to switch to another civic briefly. Do I pillage the 3 cities? Of course I do. It's all science, isn't it? But anyway, I'm taking it now. Right, come on. I've got enough cities in this area now that I should be able to keep... Like, how? Okay, that city's loyal now. This is... Oh, for goodness sake. It's just like everyone. It's because I've got loads of grievances with the founder. I need peace now. Come on, Arabia. Give me peace. Nope. They're still being mean. Let's give you Homs. If I cede Homs... Kind of half does it. Oh yeah, like some luxuries and some iron, and they'll take peace. Okay, that's better. Hopefully that will sort the loyalty out pretty quickly now. Almost. Jeddah has still got a bit of an issue. Alright, Magnus, you're going to have to do what you do. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Matthew Wilkinson and Salty Tech for all of your support on Patreon, as well as everybody else who's joining the community and making this place a fantastic space to be. Thank you guys, you keep me going.